On YouTube, R to the double E dash to the ZON coming at you once again, and y'all already know what this video is about. Let me just calmly before I get into this, myself a little adult beverage. My goodness. Well, as you guys can see from the title of the video, the day has finally arrived. The time has finally come, and Nintendo's project codename NX has finally been revealed and announced to officially be called the Nintendo Switch. That is the official name for the new Nintendo console coming in March of 2017. We know that by the end of the trailer, they gave the release timeframe of March 2017. So it seems they're sticking with that. No delays so far, which seems awesome. Now, let me just get into this. I'm going to go by this point by point as best as I can. I ain't got no notes in front of me. I saw it today at 10 in the morning when it went live. My goodness, man. Let's just say I am one of the people that, if you watch my previous videos on this subject leading up to the NX reveal over the last couple months, I've been on record as saying that I really wasn't too fond of the idea of Nintendo doing a hybrid console. Just wasn't something that really appealed to me, hearing it like that. I wasn't vehemently against it, but I was like, I'd rather they didn't, but let's see what they do. And it's just like everything else Nintendo does, man. If y'all remember back in 2000, right before the release of the Wii, when they first revealed it and they showed the Wiimote, what did I say? What did you guys say? What the fuck is that? I don't think I like this. I don't like the way that looks. I don't like the way that sounds. But then what happened when we saw it in action with Wii Sports and other games? That's when we sat back and we said, oh, we get it. This is fucking awesome. This is must-have. This is revolutionary. Leaving Nintendo to do it again and to just blow my socks off. Man, I saw this, and by the end of that 3-minute, 35-second reveal trailer that they showed for the Nintendo Switch, I was like, I love the fact that this is a hybrid console, and they presented it in such a way that I was just like, this is must-have. Where has this been my entire fucking life? Oh, man. Let me just get into this real quick. I'm just, talk about what we saw, what they showed. First and foremost, we saw the console itself. I love the way the console looks. I love the docking station. It looks compact, but it looks beefy. It looks strong. It looks mean. It looks fierce, man. I like it. I like the way it looks. It looks very industrial, you know what I'm saying? That's just the vibe I got from it. I like how we saw the guy playing Breath of the Wild, which, by the way, looks noticeably better on NX. It's smoother, crisper, just cleaner. And he's playing that amazing game. And all of a sudden, he's playing with this controller that has, the obvious controller layout. Your joystick on the right, on the left, joystick on the right, face buttons or whatever. But it's kind of square in design, and there's a square section in the middle that's kind of like flat, and it just has the Switch logo. Which, by the way, I love that fucking logo. So you're like, what is that? And his dog starts barking at him, and he's got to take the dog out for a walk. So right there, you see the little Nintendo Switch thing, and he walks right up to the console, and he detaches the left and right side of that controller he was holding into two breakable controllers that break apart from that unit, goes up to the docking station, and slides them down on both sides of it, and out comes this tablet with a fucking beautiful screen, and the game instantly is on that screen. Very well looking, a modern, very sleek looking piece of technology, piece of hardware. A lot better looking than the gamepad. The screen is legit. It is like an iPad screen, crisp HD. And, it just looks like a really badass handheld. Nice size, too. Takes it with him out to the park. So he's not in the house. It's not like the gamepad where you can take the gamepad, maybe to the next room and that's about it. No, he's out at the park. He's well away from the console. And he's playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild right there on the go. And it doesn't look to suffer, at least not visually, not that much at all that I noticed, in visual fidelity. And it's the entire game. It's the game in all its glory. It's not a stripped down mobile version of it. It is the whole thing. He's there playing Breath of the Wild. Whatever. As if that wasn't fucking ball busting enough for Sony and Microsoft. The next thing you see is the guy going to the airport. Let me just a second. The next thing you see is the guy going to the airport. He's playing the game in the airport, and that's where we got the confirmation that it is indeed cartridge-based games. They look like little SD cards, kind of like the 3DS games. I'm all for that, man. Fuck CDs, fuck Blu-rays, scratches and scuffs, and just them not working for whatever reason, because that happens sometimes. No game installs, no heavy loading times. This is fucking awesome. You see him popping in the little cartridge, and he's playing his handheld there while he's waiting at the airport. When he gets on the plane, okay, so they're telling us right now that you can take this mobile aspect of this console with you anywhere, even possibly overseas, or at least anywhere else in the country. And this guy's in a plane, and it has a little kickstand. He props it up on the little kickstand so the screen's in front of him, and slides both the remotes off the sides that he attached earlier, and he's using them like two nunchucks with no wire in between, just wireless. And those are his controls, and there's his screen in beautiful HD, and he's playing fucking Skyrim. Skyrim, okay? Fucking awesome, man. And what else did we see? We saw the new Mario, the new 3D Mario. And people have gone back and forth about this. Everybody's in love with it, but some people say that it seems to be inspired from 3D World. I didn't see that at all. What I saw was Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, but more importantly, Mario Sunshine type of inspiration for the look of the game. Crisp, beautiful graphics, man. And you just see Mario running towards this town. Now, there's two things I took away from that. It either looks like Mario is going in a Wild West direction, because it did look kind of Western. But I did notice, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't really analyzed it. I'm sure Game Explain will analyze the shit out of it, and I'll look forward to that. But if you look on the right side, because it's off screen, so it's kind of far away, but if you look at the right side of the girl's screen and she's playing, and Mario's running into the town, there seems to be this fat little bouncy character that looks a lot like those Islander characters that you saw in Delfino Plaza in Mario Sunshine. So this could be Mario Sunshine 2. Either way, it looks phenomenal, dude. So everybody geeked out when Mario when they saw the new Mario. We saw, man, here's another thing I love about this console: the multiplayer ability in ways never before seen. Like they had the whole segment where dudes were playing basketball, and then they finished playing actual basketball, and then they sit down, four of them, and they have two Switch tablets, and they line them up back to back, stand them up back to back. The two side controllers pop off, and each one is its own individual mini controller. So there's two guys on one tablet, two guys on the other, and they're playing NBA 2K or NBA Live or whatever the fuck that was right there against each other. Right there. Seamless. That's fucking awesome. And what else? We saw what looks to be, at first I was like, oh, Mario Kart 8, oh, it looks like they ported it, whatever. But then we noticed Boo is one of the players that's driving. Boo is not available in Mario Kart 8, not even with DLC. And also the item holder, when you pick up items, there was two slots, kind of like Mario Kart Double Dash. So this seems to be a brand new Mario Kart, and it looked great. It looked just like Mario Kart 8 graphically, maybe a little bit nicer, cleaner. We really couldn't tell because it was off screen and it was on the tablet. It was the mobile aspect of it. It wasn't on the TV, but it looked awesome. And it's a brand new Mario Kart, apparently. Or maybe it's a redone version of Mario Kart 8 with some extra characters and that new gameplay mechanic. I don't know. I kind of lean more towards a Mario Kart 9 or whatever, because I don't think they're going to make a whole brand new gameplay mechanic like that, like double items or whatever, and just, remake the game for that. I think it's a brand new one. We'll see. We also saw what looks to be Skyrim, like I said, NBA 2K. And then for people saying, oh, why would they show Skyrim? That's such an old game. You dumb fucks. Skyrim is coming out, or has come out, or I don't know, it's coming out in the near future with like a definitive remastered edition. That's very important because it's two things. Number one, it's Bethesda working with Nintendo, which fucking hasn't happened. So that's awesome. And two, it shows that this console has power. It can handle some big guns like a Skyrim definitive, whatever, remaster, which there's reports that even the PS4 is having trouble running that game, and it looked to be running beautifully in the demo on the Nintendo Switch. It's also good. We saw Mario Kart, whatever that was. We saw what looks to be a Splatoon 2. It looked very similar to Splatoon, but I played that game so much. I've analyzed that game up and down. When they showed the little animation of the Inklings popping out of the ink, getting ready for the turf war or whatever that was, that's not the camera angle, and that's not the animation that happens in the real Splatoon on Wii U. That's from a different camera angle, and those character models look a hell of a lot cleaner and sleeker. So this might be Splatoon 2. Who knows? But damn, they just showed us so much. They just showed us, they did such a good job in conveying the message of what this console is, what it can do, and what it offers the gamer right off the bat. So much better, night and day difference than they did with the Wii U. Because for the Wii U, when I saw the review, I was excited because I'm a Nintendo fan and I know it's going to be awesome. And it was. I love my Wii U. but the way they conveyed the message to the general public was very misconstrued. It was very vague, and the general public to this day still doesn't get it. This was, boom, consistent. It was just, they were just showing you about how this console can be switched from console to mobile, mobile to console, how you can include multiplayer ability in ways never before done right there on the go. I mean, I was just like, I was floored, man. And the graphics are beautiful. And news came out today that NVIDIA is the one powering it, so you know it's going to have the juice. I mean, this is just phenomenal, man. If I don't seem as psyched up as you thought I would be, it's because I've been digesting this information since 10 o'clock this morning, man. I've been dying all day. I've been calling GameStop left and right. Yo, hey, the pre-orders? No, not yet? All right, call back? Okay, and I'm on that, man. And my sister works at GameStop, and I'm telling her, hey, keep a lookout, because whether it's at your store or the store over here, if you want, and it comes out, the pre-orders, you pay it for me. I'll get you back that same day, but we get in the system. This is a must-have. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've been watching all the reaction videos all day long, people on YouTube. I see maybe one or two negative ones. Go kick rocks barefoot, please. For the most part, I've seen people saying things like, this is the first console since the N64 that Nintendo has just knocked it out of the park. And it's one thing to hear that in reaction videos from fans. It's another thing to hear that from developers. Before this came out, developers were giving interviews saying that they're amazed by this machine, and they think Nintendo's really onto something here, and it's easy to program for and all that. So, I mean, it's just great, man. I'm looking at this, and I saw a list. Of 50 plus third-party developers ready to jump on board that are providing support from launch going forward. Everybody from Activision, Epic Games, Bethesda, Telltale Games, EA, Ubisoft, everybody's there. Obviously, the one that everybody was looking for that still hasn't been added to that list is Rockstar. We'll see, because it'd be nice to get the new Red Dead 2 that's been rumored or coming out or whatever on the Switch. And also, it'd be nice to get, some Grand Theft Auto on there. On the go, can you imagine Grand Theft Auto on the go like that? With those multiplayer abilities that console offers? I mean, dog, it's just, I can guarantee you, Sony and Microsoft were in their respective headquarters today waiting for this video to be released. Because everybody in the gaming industry has been waiting, man. I mean, Sony and Microsoft have said it themselves that they're very eager to see what it is Nintendo's bringing to the table. And Microsoft, I respect that CEO a hell of a lot more than I do Sony's, even though I don't like the Microsoft console brand, because he was honest and he said, hey, we're on pins and needles. We're waiting to see what it is Nintendo brings to the table, because they're the ones that always push the industry forward. And we want to see what they bring out so we can react. We react to them. Nintendo is the gods, man. They are the gods of the industry, man. And they did it again, man. They did it again. This reveal was so perfect. From the little pieces of games that they showed to show you the graphical power of the system, just real quick, to show you the functionality of the system, to show you the versatility of the system, to show you the different things you can do, to show you all the different controller options. They even had a standard traditional console controller that looked like a hybrid of the PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U Pro controller, all mixed into one. It was this beefy, badass looking just traditional console controller. You got that. You got the two detachable with the center piece. You got the two detachables with the handheld. You got the two detachables separated as individual nunchucks, and then you got the option for multiplayer on the go, where the two detachables become the two little tiny mini respective controllers. Nintendo is just boss, man. They're just boss. I cannot wait for this, man. I am pre-ordering this system. I'm pre-buying the shit out of this. I shit you not. It's launching in March of 2017. We're about 5 months away. Okay? Once we get to January, I'm going to have personal time again at my job. I already told my girlfriend, and anyone who listen, the day that system launches, if it's a weekday, is a day I'm taking off. And on that day, I'm spending probably between $500 and $600. Because the console, I'm assuming, will be probably around $350 to $400. And, games, 60 extra controllers, whatever, if we need extra controllers. I'm going to go in. I'm going in hard. I'm going in hard on this console. Oh, my God. Breath of the Wild for sure. I doubt it, but if that 3D Mario is a launch title, it's a given. Oh, man. Nintendo Switch. You want to know what's so funny about that name? Is that exactly what Nintendo did to the whole industry today. They flipped the switch. It's like Kobe in the fourth quarter in his prime, man. Oh, you think you got him beat? You think you got him down? Motherfucker flipped the switch on the industry. Nintendo Switch, baby. God bless. Stay gaming. Peace.